Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Josh and Artemis Show.
Yep, Britain is fucked. That's
Yeah.
the thumbnail and that's the headline. And I don't think anything has ever been said what's more true than that, in my opinion. The last few days, we haven't really talked about this because we're saving this show for the weekend. And yeah, I can't believe what's going on in my country.
There we go.
So we're going to get into all of that today. The digital ID, the fallout, the backlash, what it means. Yeah, we're going to discuss it all, guys. So thanks so much for joining us this afternoon. It's a bit of an earlier show, but we want to accommodate people who are in the UK. We do have a lot of viewers from the UK, so we wanted to do an earlier show this week just so we can make sure that people from the UK can catch us live. So thanks very much for joining us. Yeah, it's going to be a good show this afternoon.
Today, I know. We're not used to doing an afternoon show, but we love it. Very invigorated and ready to talk all things about this insane digital ID that's going to be mandatory. Otherwise, you just can't work. And a whole list of other things. We've got a full lineup of things to share for you guys today. Welcome to Suava in the chat. 1.9 etc. million signatures so far. It keeps growing. I've actually got the petition live here, and it is growing with every time that I'm looking at it.
Good.
So good.
Good.
Want to see it get up to 50 million.
Yeah. So anyway, let's share our screen, guys. We'll get straight into this for you because some people, I'm guessing if you've lived under a rock for the past few days, you might not have heard about this, but it has been big news. Yeah. So this is the petition, what Artemis was just saying there. So it's climbing and climbing. The other day, I mean, when I checked yesterday, it was at 1 million.
Yeah.
So it's gone up by nearly another million in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And it keeps growing.
Expect by Monday it'll be probably at least 3 million.
Yeah. And I think for the for UK government and Parliament to discuss this, I think you need 100,000 signatures. So it's completely smashed it out of the park completely.
100%.
And it'll keep growing because people are rightly annoyed and very concerned. And there's also probably a lot of people who maybe felt betrayed and lied to because there's a lot of Labour voters who probably didn't think this was going to happen because only in 2024, Labour were coming out and saying that this wouldn't happen. Less than 2 years later, they're fucking doing it.
Are we surprised though?
Nope.
No.
Not in the slightest.
Is it concerning? Yes. So we are going to get into it.
Yeah. So we'll start with Keir Starmer's announcement. So you've probably already seen this, guys.
The one and only tyrant himself.
Yeah, he's a wanker.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So I'll read this quote and then we'll play the clip. So you will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have a digital ID. It's as simple as that, according to Keir Starmer. Prime Minister Keir Starmer confirms the government will introduce digital IDs to ensure Britain's borders are more secure. Yeah. I mean,
tell us how.
That's the excuse that Keir Starmer and the Labour government are trying to use here. But as we all know, guys, Britain, and especially the Labour government, since they've come into power, have lost complete control of the borders. Complete control of it. It's gone to a scale which I didn't even know was possible in Britain. But
yeah,
it's become an absolute mess. I'm sure you've seen all the news about Epping and the protests. And only a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about this, how there was, what was it, 3 million people in London?
Yeah, but they were trying to underreport that, of course, in the mainstream media, saying around 100,000. All you have to do is look with your eyes and you can see how many more people were flooding the streets.
Yeah, and people are rightly fed up with this. And it's been going on for a very long time, but it's got to a point where it's just completely out of control, unsustainable, and average, regular working class people in the country are being demonized as far right, as Nazis, as bigots, or whatever you want to call them, simply for expressing legitimate concerns about their communities first and foremost, and also the direction of the country. These are valid concerns, and it's not far right to say that. It's not far right whatsoever.
It's not far right to want to protect your children as well. The increase in violence has, gotten everybody worried. young girls on the street feel like they need to protect themselves, what, you know, was only probably a month or two ago, where, you know, it looked like a 12 or 13-year-old. She had an axe and a knife, and she was just trying to defend herself because they were trying to attack her sister. I mean, where are the safe streets anymore in the UK? It seems like no longer anywhere. And these are legitimate concerns as well. As a parent, it doesn't matter. This isn't political. This isn't left or right. This is just the safety of your own family. And these young girls who are terrified for their lives and their siblings' lives, which rightfully so. So these are legitimate concerns that the public has, and this shouldn't be a political thing. This should just be the safety of the country.
Mm-hmm. But now they want even more control with this Brit card that isn't optional. It's going to be mandatory, and it has been signed into law, as we'll bring you later on in the show as well. There is something I'll read out about that. So, but first of all, we'll play you Keir Starmer's announcement from the other day, and we'll give you our reaction to this. So.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes, looking upstream to tackle poverty, conflict, climate change, issues that aren't just intolerable for those of us who care about inequality and injustice wherever it's found in the world, but which have clear consequences for our own citizens. Take Russia's aggression in Ukraine. We all have a responsibility for the future of our continent, to stand tall where oppression and violence rears its head. But it is also about energy security, because Putin and other tyrants have used their control over energy supplies as a threat. They've pushed up energy bills, threaten to keep doing so unless they get their way. And that's why we're investing in our own energy, sovereign control over our own future, whether that's nuclear, wind, solar power. Now, this will create good jobs, but it will also take the boot of tyrants like Putin off our throat.
So
our mission to become a clean energy superpower is about future-proofing energy supply, bringing energy bills down and protecting the planet that we all live on, doing right by our values and by our countries and our citizens. Because in this era, we must be the nation builders. We must be the patriots in our countries. We must show working people that we and only we can deliver the pride and belonging they seek. Their communities strong, cohesive, change for the better, taking control of our future, tackling the big challenges, whether that's climate change or illegal migration, not shying away from them. That is how we win. That is how we rebuild. That's how renewal defeats grievance.
What's your thoughts on that before I get into my thoughts?
His speech would have been great if he was only referring to illegal immigration and not about the digital ID, restoring communities and having British pride. But instead, he's talking about this digital ID as if it's going to be a savior of anything other than being under mass control and surveillance. I think he's really lost the plot. And then adding in the climate change, which, you know, we could do several episodes about, guys. We've done some in the past, and
we need to do more about that.
We do. We need to actually bring up more, and we have, you know, statistics that we've brought up in the past and actual facts, not just our feelings about it personally. But I mean, he calls Putin a tyrant from a tyrant. Like the way he is destroying this country, or sorry, not this country, but the UK, is absolutely mental, and he's gaslighting the public and not highlighting their actual concerns.
Yeah, I mean, it's all a load of crap to me. We all knew that this government, before they came in, I mean, we were saying this a couple of years ago, where we can't allow Labour to come in because all this stuff would be happening. Illegal immigration would be completely out of control.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on all the culture wars crap, which we all know is a load of shit as well.
Yeah.
But that stuff has ramped up too. Hasn't improved.
No.
And again, it's demonizing the country. It's demoralizing the population. It's getting everybody to submit to the government, and they're pinning this illegal immigration issue, trying to conflate it into using this BRIC card, which of course is a load of crap. I mean, all you've got to do is look at the United States before Donald Trump came in and how much of a problem it was on the border in the United States. And look what Donald Trump has done there. Now, I don't agree with Trump on everything. There's a lot of things, especially the last few months, which I don't agree with him in the slightest on. But the one thing you can't deny is what he's done to the borders and to get them under control. He's done a fucking great job.
He really has.
With that. And did he need a fucking BRIC card or
American
fucking United
card?
States card? No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Because all you've got to do is deport people who are illegally in the country. It's as simple as that. It's literally in the name. It's in the name. It's called illegal
immigration.
Yeah. It's literally in the fucking name. So why do we need to submit and give our rights away to the government even more because they can't do their fucking jobs? That's effectively what this is. The government can't do their jobs, so they're trying to get the public to submit to them again to save them again because they're fucking dumb and they're incompetent.
Yeah, this isn't going to work.
It's as simple as that. And look, like, if you bring up the petition again, keeps going up and up, guys. Like, this isn't going to stop. By tomorrow, that'll be at 2 million. For sure. And it's going to keep going up and up. Like, nobody is going to go along with this. Which makes me question, because surely they know that. Right? Surely they know that large portions of the population will not go along with this. So I don't get the game that they're trying to play here. It doesn't make any sense to me. Because even if, okay, like, this might get overturned or something. For
now.
But here's the thing. They've shown their hand. Yeah. We know that they want to bring this stuff in. And this is the first step. I mean, let's go on to the tab. The next one.
Okay.
Yeah. So this gives a good kind of overview of the BRIC card. So what digital IDs can't do. So stop illegal immigration, correct. Stop crime, correct. Help the poor, save money, make life easier. What digital IDs can do. Make billions for the people who operate them. Correct. We'll bring up some interesting, I think, Suava in the chat there. She's actually brought up our next point, which we'll get to next, about Tony Blair's son. Jeopardize your personal data, leaving you exposed to identity theft and blackmail. Stop working due to hacks, system crashes, and technical glitches. Yeah, I mean, what if you get a BRIC card and then your BRIC card suddenly doesn't work?
Yeah.
You know,
or somebody hacks it.
What if there's a fault with the fucking system? You know, end your right to privacy. Enable the government to spy on you, recording your movements, shopping habits, social media contacts, social media posts, DMs, phone calls, text messages, emails, personal photos and videos, and even access your camera and microphone.
Jeez.
Pave the way for authoritarian measures through constant surveillance, punishing wrongthink and pre-crime. Switch off your access to anything that in future requires them, which could include anything from internet access to driving your car to using your bank account. Yeah. I mean, this is the next step. This is literally the next step. This is all linked to your BRIC card. So like it was saying in the post, your social media interactions, your bank accounts, your history, your contacts,
anything digital,
which they can see and
monitor.
Yeah.
No, I saw a post. I don't know if you brought it up for the show, but in Vietnam, they closed down 83 million bank accounts due to people not complying to the relevant card in Vietnam. So who's to say that wouldn't happen in the UK if people don't get it?
Well, that's the next step.
And
that's the next step. I mean,
technically they can do it already.
Well,
just close your bank account.
We're already seeing this. It happened to Nigel fucking Farage a couple of years ago. He got debanked from a bank. If in fact, if you Google it, we'll bring it up live. Good.
Type it.
Yeah, just put in Farage debank. Bring it up on that screen. Scroll down. It got reinstated after huge backlash. Yeah, it was Nat West, I think it was.
Yeah.
Click on the BBC one. I hate the BBC, but we'll read it today.
Yeah.
Nigel Farage launches website over debanking scandals. This was back in 2023. So Nigel Farage says he has launched a website to stand up for people who have been denied bank accounts after the row over his Coots account closure. Yeah, so Coots is, I guess like an exclusive bank which a lot of rich and powerful people use, and they basically debanked him because of his political views. So we're already seeing a precursor to what you just said there about closing bank accounts because of your political affiliations, closing bank accounts because of what you post online. I mean, look at what we've seen the last few years in Britain, where people are being arrested for social media posts. All of that is a precursor to this Brit card. That's all what this has all been about. I mean, you can go back even further if you want to, guys. Go back to COVID, where it was no jab, no job. That's effectively what this is as well. This is literally, I mean, someone liked a post on Twitter, I think I reposted it, saying this is no jab, no job 2.0. And it's absolutely true.
It is true.
I mean, out of Keir Starmer's own words, it is mandatory that you get this Brit card, otherwise you can't work in the UK. But my question to Keir Starmer would be this. People in Britain already have passports. People in Britain already have a national insurance number, driver's license. What more do you fucking need?
Yeah. How much more proof do you need that you're a UK citizen?
How much proof do you fucking need? The only thing you need to do if you're an illegal fucking immigrant is go through the correct process and get a British passport and get a national insurance number. That's all you need to do. Nobody needs to submit to a digital ID card. Nobody. And I can guarantee it, nobody will. Guarantee it. This won't happen, in my opinion. I think
it'll get overturned.
I think it'll get overturned, but we all know now what the Labour government, this is what they want to do. So the cat's out the bag for Labour. And if anyone's still a Labour supporter at this point, wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, what have they done
to earn your support?
To earn your support over the last few years?
What happened? We would love to know. We would love a list of things that they've actually done in your favor.
And here's the thing: what winds me up about the Labour Party as well. What Keir Starmer said there was about, it's about, working class people, working class communities, blah blah blah. Labour have been completely the opposite of that for about 20 years since Tony Blair was in here. Since Tony Blair was the PM, the country has went to shit.
Yeah.
This has been a slow decline for 20 years.
Yeah.
It really has. And I know the Conservative Party, they were also shit as well. Let's be honest there. But, these people are just as bad as each other. Labour and Conservatives, they're just as bad as each other. The Conservative Party aren't really a Conservative Party to me. They never have been. They're very weak. Very weak, because you would expect the Conservative Party to get control of the borders first and foremost.
Yeah.
But they're partly responsible for this. The Conservative Party were in charge when COVID was here.
Yep.
And they were very authoritarian in the UK as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't get a free pass either. They're complicit in promoting the censorship, promoting the control, promoting throwing, average everyday people in jail for tweets, for their views on social media. This isn't just a Labour issue. That's what I'm trying to say. This is a British issue, and it's been going on for a very long time. And I just don't see where the future of the country is. I just don't understand. Where Britain is going. It's been a very slippery slope, and it feels like we've just fallen off the cliff the last few years.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking embarrassment being from the UK, if I'm honest with you. Like, I'm pleased I don't live there. I moved away from the UK a few years ago, and then I think I got out at exactly the right time. Because I can guarantee if we were based in the UK and we were doing our show there, we would have been arrested for the stuff. 100% what I've said on the show.
I would have been shipped back to Canada.
I would have definitely been arrested for for stuff I've said on the show.
Yeah, I'd be back in a shipping container. They wouldn't even let me on a plane.
Yeah, but anyway, let's read this. So this isn't. we're not going to play the clip, but I just wanted to read the headline. We'll link all of this after the show anyway, so you can check all this stuff out. So, digital ID isn't coming; it's the law. Labour passed the Data Use and Access Act in June 2025. They claim it's about migration nonsense. Meanwhile, NHS hacked, Electoral Commission hacked, government laptops lost. Do you trust them with everything in one central database? No. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, in general, the government's job is to govern the people, not to monitor and surveillance them and control their every single move that they make, every single decision that they make, every single purchase they make, every single social media post they make. That's not the job of the government. And they haven't done a good job in a very long time. And we can not only say that about the UK, but several places around the world, and in the West. This is not for the people anymore. Whatever has been working is not working anymore. And bringing in a digital ID, don't be surprised if they try to do that to Canada or even America.
Of course.
We brought you last week Pam Bondi wanting to censor hate speech, whatever hate speech means, because to each person it could mean a different thing, especially, if you're somebody who gets offended very easily, then everything becomes hate speech to you. So how do you really monitor and divide what that actually means? What's considered hate speech and what's free speech? So, no country is really left safe anymore. But that's the scary thing, is if you want your freedom and you want to be able to say what you want, spend your money the way you want, do things privately and not have yourself just monitored 24/7. This is the worst thing that can happen, is a digital ID that's mandatory, taking away your livelihood. And then if you're not complying, or they see things that you're doing that they don't like, they can just literally freeze your bank account or take your money away completely. And then where does that leave you? It's just insane, and it pisses me off. I think we should bring this one up.
All right.
This is already in place with the WEF of digital ID.
Keir Starmer's best mates.
Yeah.
The WEF. So
I liked how it kind of pinpointed what
Scroll
digital
up a bit,
ID.
just so we can see the title. Here's the WEF version of the digital ID. It's just a conspiracy theory, right? Nothing to see whatsoever. And here's the other thing. I can remember Alex Jones, David Icke, all of these kind of people were talking about this 20 years ago. They were talking about a digital ID or digital chip or whatever, and mass surveillance, mass control. This is what's going on, guys. Like this stuff's been going on for decades. Planning this, it really has. So healthcare. So this is the WEF version of the card. Okay. Healthcare, for users to access insurance, treatment, to monitor health devices, wearables, for care providers to demonstrate their qualifications, telecommunications, to monitor devices and sensors transmitting data such as energy usage, air quality, traffic congestion.
Sure.
Yeah, so they want to control everything.
Everything.
They want to control everything you're doing. And this is the future. If you step out of line or you say something on social media, you probably won't even get an alert from this, but they'll have a central database and they'll be able to track keywords, key phrases. And if you've said any of those keywords or key phrases which fall into the group on their system of hate speech, wrong speech, offensive speech, then you'll try to go to the supermarket, for example, you'll be denied because you've said a couple of wrong things on social media. Mm-hmm. You'll try to get a train to go to see your family. Now it's denied. You've got to stay in your house for the weekend, and you've got to be taught a lesson. This is the future. Mass control, mass surveillance. It's just insane how, and I've seen people in the media trying to support this. I've seen loads of morons trying to support this, and with words like, well, if you've said nothing wrong, then you've got nothing to worry about. But it's like, it will come for everyone eventually. That's the point of this.
Oh yeah, and wrong is also subjective. If you said nothing wrong, I mean,
wrong is subjective.
Like,
hate is subjective.
Yeah.
Everything's subjective.
All right, let's go through this. So telecommunications, for users to own and use devices, for service providers to monitor devices and data on the network, financial services to open bank accounts, carry out online financial transactions, food and sustainability, for farmers and consumers to verify provenance of produce to enhance value and traceability in supply chains, travel and mobility to book trips to go through border control between countries and regions. What was the passport for?
Yeah, the passports are pretty much
done. The passport did that.
You may as well wipe your ass of the passport at this point, because
humanitarian response.
What's the point of it?
To access services, to demonstrate qualifications to work in a foreign country, e-commerce, to shop, to conduct business transactions, and to secure payments. Social platforms for social interactions, to access to third-party services that will rely on social media logins. Great, so they'll know all of your passwords.
Mm-hmm.
Can't hide from them.
Yeah, and if you go to apply for a job, they'll be able to see, oh, I didn't like your social media post here. You were talking about this issue, which doesn't align with the company values.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to hire you.
But good luck in your future endeavors.
Yeah, but good luck, guys. Or if you've already got a job and it's linked to all this stuff, they'll be able to see that as well. So if you've got a job and you say or retweet something or even like something,
mm-hmm.
even if you liked a post, not even necessarily retweet it, but if you even like a post, they'll be able to see that as well. Oh, you like this post from Graham
Linehan.
Yeah. Saying how, trans women aren't men or women or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like that. It doesn't align with the company values. Bye-bye. You're fired.
Yeah.
But this is what's coming.
All right, last point.
100%.
For citizens to access and use services, file taxes, vote, collect benefits, AKA they could stop your benefits. They can anything as soon as you even touch your phone, apparently even with the camera access and mic access, they will know everything you do, live and breathe. Whether you're not doing anything wrong, you just enjoy a little bit of privacy, having access to all your photos and videos, having access to all your passwords, all your users. Don't think that you can just create an anonymous account anymore either, for people who don't want their identity, who maybe do have sensitive jobs that like to post on social media, but don't necessarily want it to connect to their work at all. Not allowed.
Not allowed.
Even if you're not doing anything, nefarious or wrong or questionable, you just want a little bit of space between you and the government. You won't get one. You won't get any space. They'll be breathing down your neck, figuratively and literally. So this is not good whatsoever. All right.
Right. So let's bring up, Lisa Nandy. Absolute moron too. So let's bring up. But I think the post from Lee Harris here is correct as well. So I find this incredibly revealing. Lisa Nandy's body language is fascinating. She looks nervous and completely deflated. It's like she's fully aware that she's been wheeled out to defend the indefensible. Yeah, that's what it feels like. They wheeled this person out as a little spokesperson for the Labour Party and Keir Starmer. But let's hear this. Let's hear.
All UK citizens will have to have one. Well, the plan is that we're going to roll this out by the end of
my question is, what if I don't? What if I've got my job, so I don't need to show this to anyone? So what if I just don't do it?
So if you don't have one, then you'll have a problem if you want to get a new job.
No, I'm saying I'm not doing this. I'm not seeking a job. So why should I get the digital ID card? Why do I do it? Well, is there some fine for not doing it? Is there an incentive to do it? I'm just thinking I've got no reason to do it.
Yeah, look, this isn't a heavy-handed approach. We're not planning to go around finding people. But what we are going to do is make sure that everybody's got one. In the same way, Charlie, as you've got a national insurance number, if you're a citizen of this country, we'll make sure that everybody has a digital ID.
She's literally just said it. If you've got a national insurance number, that ensures that you're a citizen of the UK.
I know.
She's just said it.
Again,
so why are we doing this then?
You need to have that number in order to work. Same thing here in Canada. You need a SIN number.
A SIN number, social insurance number. Same thing.
Exact same thing. The States has the exact same thing. I think they call it an SSN or something. It's the same thing, and you need it. You have to apply to get it before you can start working, and that already identifies that you are a citizen or a permanent resident of the country that is allowed to work. On top of that, you do have your passport, and if you drive, and your health card number, all this information that they've already got, proving that you are a citizen and legally allowed to be in the country. Their defense points for even having a digital ID and introducing one and making it mandatory make 0 sense. In order to have a job, you need your insurance number. You've got that, but now you need a digital ID so that we can monitor every single thing you touch and do on any digital scale. And that includes your money. That includes your personal, notes or text messages or videos and photos, passwords, lots of information that you wouldn't want out there digitally, but they will have access to. It's fucking mental.
Anyway, let's finish this.
So help me with this. I know we're plotting through this, but so everyone watching who's got a job has got a national insurance number. So when these digital ID cards exist, if I just go to my employer and show them my national insurance number, is that not sufficient? Are they being precluded from employing me?
It won't be sufficient. I just want to be really clear about that.
So they can't employ people unless they've seen one of these
a digital ID.
Cards.
Yes, that's right. That is the plan. And the major benefit of that to the entirety of the UK is that we will therefore be able to disrupt the illegal market where people come to this country and work illegally. And
people who are there illegally don't have a social insurance number. They don't have that verification. They don't have a British passport.
The gaslighting is insane.
Again, what she's saying is just bullshit. It's not factually correct.
The gaslighting is on another fucking planet at this point. It really is. Like, the gaslighting from these people is insane. It really is. Because she literally just said it before. You need a national insurance number to be a citizen of the UK.
Yeah.
And the fucking news anchor correctly said as well, okay, so isn't that enough then? No, it's not.
No.
You need this. You cannot make it up.
We won't bang down your door, though, but you won't be allowed to work, and we'll know that you don't have one. What happens if you need to renew your license or your passport, or you want to book a travel? Ding, ding, that will alert that you do not have a digital ID.
And also as well, they keep saying this is going to stop crime. I mean,
what crime is it going to stop?
Yeah, and also as well, do you honestly think that criminals are going to be lining up saying, "Oh, we must get the Brit card"?
Yeah,
that's going to solve all our.
I'm an illegal citizen, but can I have a digital ID?
That's going to solve all our issues, and we'll be able. it makes zero sense. It makes zero sense for any of the benefits, like you said before, the benefits they're trying to sell people. The brick card has zero implications in zero. There's just zero chance that this will solve any of the problems.
It's just not true. That's the thing.
It's being sold as a solution, but it's just more control.
It is. It's more surveillance and control.
More control.
It does not help you to get a job better than your own SIN number or national insurance number.
Yeah.
Sorry. That is what legally allows you to work. I've had one since I was like 14 years old, and you apply for it, you prove that you're a citizen, and you get one, and then you give that to your employer, and they know that you are verified in the system, that you do in fact, that you are a citizen of the country and are legally allowed to work. That's it. That's as basic as it comes for jobs. And of course, with that number, you file your taxes, you do all the things that you need to do with the legal system, and that's it. So the fact that they're trying to portray that this digital ID will just make your life so much easier, you can provide this to your job. It's like, well, then what about the NHS number? Is that what that would be?
No, we don't have an NHS number.
National insurance number.
National insurance number.
NIS.
Yeah.
But anyway, what about that? So do people just throw that away? Like they don't need one anymore because now they've got a digital ID?
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant now.
Because you certainly don't need to provide both, in the sense that even for filing and doing anything involving with the government, your benefits, all that stuff.
What they haven't.
Which one is it going to be linked to?
What they haven't said as well is if you own a company, what's the implications
You'll have to follow these laws.
Because if you're working for yourself, why would you need one?
You will need one. If you own a business or are self-employed, you'll still be filing taxes.
People like me.
Yeah, but you'd still be filing taxes.
I'm a UK citizen. What happens if I want to go back to the UK for any reason, and I can't do if I can't do certain things? Do I need to get a brick card?
Well, you also have your Canadian citizen.
Well, yeah.
So, but I don't know. I don't know how it works. How does it work in general for those people who are no longer citizens of the UK, but who were born there? That's a better question.
Yeah, there's a lot of unanswered questions of this, and completely predictable, because they don't want us to. They don't want us to ask questions.
They just keep reiterating the same thing.
Yeah,
this will be good for you. You can get a job. This will be good for you. You can get a job. This will stop crime. This will help illegal immigration. No, it won't. You think all the illegal immigrants are out there trying to find work right now?
Complete bollocks.
Like they're just like chilling in these hotels, getting money and benefits from the government. They're not looking for work. Like
all you have to do is deport them. I mean, it's as simple as that. If you're in the country illegally, you just get deported. Like what's the issue?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't get the problem. If you're in the country illegally, you shouldn't be in the country. It's as simple as that. If I went to any country in the world, and if I was there in like an illegal way, if I was working illegally, I would expect that any day now I would be deported out of the country.
Yeah.
Because I'm not following the rules. I'm not showing respect to the country.
Yeah.
I'm not going along with
people who've gone through the system legally. The hours it took for all of our documentation, the financial aspect of it, paying for, lawyer fees and application fees, and the time that we spent doing it. This is why it's also so infuriating when somebody's coming in illegally, because going through the legal process is painful, but worth it. But it's a long process. And so when you see these people coming in, oh, I'm an asylum seeker, or, oh, I come from a war zone or whatever, but meanwhile, they're coming from God knows where, have no background or credentials. And then they're bringing in like 20 members of their family. Like there's no way to vet that, but we're supposed to just be accepting of it as citizens and use our tax dollars that we work hard for to pay for them to survive here. Meanwhile, anybody else can barely survive unless you're a millionaire. It's God.
But again,
and of course, allowing movement based on your vaccination status. Exactly.
it's all going to be linked to that as well, Swaba.
Yeah.
Really is. But anyway, what else we got to talk about?
Who could have
We didn't finish that.
otherwise get those
Well, national
jobs.
insurance number would have the same effect because if you're illegal, you can't have one of those.
Well,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, the problem,
Exactly.
she was about to say, the problem with that is that we can't monitor everything you do online. So we're going to need you to get this.
Okay, so this is Larry Ellison, one of these tech bros who has a lot of influence in mass surveillance as well. So the man behind the digital ID push is Larry Ellison, owner of Oracle, CBS, CNN, and soon TikTok. As per Donald Trump, let's not forget, he's been the one who's pushing that deal to go to this guy. He's also got JD Vance as his VP, who's very close with Peter Thiel and his company. What's it called again?
Palantir.
Yeah, mass surveillance AI company.
Yeah.
This is where the trend is going, not just in the UK, but in America,
Yeah.
in this country, in Western countries. We're seeing a massive push to a centralized digital system with the rise of AI as well, which is going to be running our lives, and also the government. We saw a story a couple of days ago about Elon Musk. What was it, Grok or XAI?
XAI will be used in the federal government, and they'll only have to pay like.
Let's bring that up, actually. This is why we're on the subject, in case people miss this, because it's went under the radar a little bit.
It has.
Again, because of all the Charlie Kirk news. But they've slipped a lot of stuff under the carpet since that Charlie Kirk news.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. So just type in XAI.
I know.
Government. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the one that I had seen.
Breaking: Elon Musk thanks President Trump for allowing XAI to be used in every US federal agency. Thanks to President Trump and his administration, XAI's frontier AI is now unlocked for every federal agency, empowering the US government to innovate faster and accomplish its mission
more effectively
than ever before. We look forward to continuing to work with President Trump and his team to rapidly deploy AI throughout the government for the benefit of the country.
We're back.
Look, it's the same playbook as the digital ID.
Yeah.
All of this stuff, the digital ID, centralized data to track everything, what everyone is doing. Now it's coming into the government to, enhance their work and make it easier for them to do their jobs, because it will benefit us all. Look, people need to be paying close attention to this, and it's going massively under the radar.
Yeah.
Massively. And this is the game plan. This is the fucking game plan, guys. Like, you've got the digital ID in the UK. Just seen that news there about Elon Musk, XAI, and the US government. There's going to be more of this.
Look, going to be more of this. I think after this has come out, I think that the whole public Trump and Elon fallout was bullshit.
Of course it was.
I don't think that was true whatsoever.
Of course it was bullshit.
Because implementing this doesn't just happen overnight. But what did we see publicly at Charlie's memorial? So many people saying, "Oh, it's so amazing to see Elon and Trump back together," as if they're a couple, but back and friendly, and you can see them talking. Look, they've been talking for sure behind the scenes for at least several weeks, if not several months, implementing this AI. But people are not connecting those dots.
Of course they don't.
Like, you think that they just came out of the blue at Charlie's memorial and then was like, "Hey, you should use XAI in the government." Oh, okay, great. Let's work on that. And like 2 days later, it gets announced. That's not how it works. Like, this has definitely been going on behind the scenes for weeks, if not months. And therefore, their little public fallout was all just to put people against each other. Again, they want to divide everybody. They want, and it's working. If you look online, the left and the right, again, are more divided than ever. However, before what happened with Charlie Kirk, slowly people were sort of coming to like, it was calm. It was a lot calmer than it's been for a while. I'm not saying it was perfect, but there was a lot less division. And now there's more division than ever. And a lot of things have happened since Charlie's death that have been implemented in the government that are quite questionable. And there's a lot that people don't even realize happened over the last few weeks. And so, you know, you need to keep your eye on so many different things, but this is the point, is that there's so many different distractions and things that they're doing. They want to confuse people, they want to anger people, they want to divide people, and they want people to not look in all the right places. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of this in the weeks and months to come, in my opinion.
For sure. Let's go on to that clip we're going to bring up of Larry Ellison.
Yeah.
This one. I haven't actually seen this yet. I want it to react to this live, so let's have a look at this.
Your body cams will be transmitting that. The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
When you come to government and what government's doing, there are artificial intelligence tools, and some of them I know that Oracle have developed around financial management for government, but also tell us a bit about what, because you're right at the forefront of this revolution, what it means for what government should do in terms of its digital infrastructure, digital ID, data centers, and so on.
How do you take advantage of these incredible AI models? And the first thing a country needs to do is to unify all of their data so it can be consumed and used by the AI model. You have to take all of your healthcare data, your diagnostic data, your electronic health records, your genomic data. And in the Middle East, in the UAE, for example, they're incredibly rich in data. They have a lot of population data. The NHS in the UK has an incredible amount of population data, but it's fragmented. It's not easily accessible by these AI models. We have to take all of this data we have in our country and move it into a single, if you will, unified data platform. So we provide context. When we want to ask a question, we've provided that AI model with all the data they need to understand our country.
That's literally
that
is literally what we're seeing, guys. Like we just said a minute ago, that is literally what we're seeing here.
I know we just brought up the XAI. So, I mean, again, don't be surprised if something like this is going to come to America, come to Canada.
Of course it will. Of course it will. It's only a matter of time.
This is just part of the advancement with AI. And what will it do? It will look at all of your data, all your footprints. Ooh, making sure that you're making good decisions, making sure that you stay a good boy or a good girl on the streets. Like it should be frightening to everybody what this guy is just saying right now. And this is just the beginning.
Of course.
And yeah, using your health data. So like what will it do if like you've got some kind of health issues? What's it going to do with that data?
I don't know.
Try to manipulate or force you into taking certain prescriptions, certain
certain
test
vaccines.
trial surgeries, test trial vaccines, and then painting it as something that will help you and cure you, and then accidentally kill you. Oops, sorry, that I made the wrong decision there.
Anyway, we'll play some more of this and we'll blend it there for today, guys.
Yeah.
So that's the big step. That's kind of the missing link. We need to unify all of the national data, put it into a database where it's easily consumable by the AI model, and then ask whatever question you like.
So you're really, through the use of this, you're revolutionizing the way government works, right? The services it provides, the way that it operates. What about things like financial management, procurement? How can AI help a government operate more efficiently, more effectively, give a more direct and better service to the citizen?
Well, we have these modern financial systems. So, countries can, and all, for example, the AI system will help you do that. But again, the secret is to get all of that data in one place. Without having the basic data, it cannot answer the question about your country. I think countries are very uncomfortable with keeping their data in other countries' data centers. So I think part of our essential infrastructure, just like airports obviously need to be in our country, or they're not terribly useful. Ports need to be in our country, they're not terribly useful. Data centers, because of the privacy requirements around the data, need to be in our countries, or they're not terribly useful. They need to be in our countries, but they also need to be secure. And there are new technologies right now. This is the last year you will ever log on to an Oracle system with a password. Next, by the middle of this year, I'm quite certain you are Tony Blair. And so how do I know? Well, I look at you, I hear your voice, I listen to the kind of questions you ask. I'm pretty sure you're not synthetically created.
I'm pretty sure.
And having this conversation. The security system, we have biometric logins. The computer recognizes you. It recognizes you.
We'll leave it there, guys. Before we go, we'll check the petition, actually, see where it's at.
Oh, it's so close to 2 million.
It'll be 2 million by...
within the next few hours.
Within the next few hours, it'll be at 2.
Yeah.
In the next hours, it'll be there.
Oh, yeah. This is the other thing we wanted to bring up
Okay.
that Suava posted, actually.
Okay. So the BRIC card will be run on an app made by Multiverse, a multinational company founded by Ewan Blair. Yes, son of four-faced warmongering liar, Tony Blair. His shares are about 375 million. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Yeah.
Very frustrating, to be honest, being from the UK. It's very frustrating to see all this. Very annoying to see all this, because I'm passionate about the country. I'm passionate about the people, and it's where I'm from. Yeah, and
we're passionate about freedom.
Yeah,
and this is taking freedom away.
I just don't like the direction which the country is going. But it's not just the UK, of course. It's everywhere, guys. We're on a very slippery slope.
Our government needs to find new ways to be able to control us, especially with the digital age. So this is just something that they're going to implement along with the integration of AI, as we just pulled up about XAI in the US government. So, and even in that clip we just played, actually talking about how AI needs to be able to access all of the country's information, and of course not share it with other countries. But what if it did? What if another country did hack this information? Like, this is bringing on a whole other level of
cyber warfare, cyber crimes.
Yeah, and it should make everybody feel uneasy. So we are going to link the petition link in the description of this video on X and on YouTube. So make sure, especially if you're a UK citizen, to sign the petition. I don't know if you can if you're outside the US.
I think you can if you make up a bullshit post.
Well, I don't know. It actually says no. I don't think so. But either way, sign the petition and just join in on fighting back from this and keeping your freedom.
Yeah, and just don't get the card as well, guys. Just refuse it. Just refuse it.
Yeah. Do your research. There's a lot of information coming out about this, and I think it's important to be clued up on it. It's not a left or right issue, in my opinion. This isn't political. This is just about your freedom. So I think that's the most important thing to highlight, is it doesn't matter if you're left or right. You should want your
Freedom
data
and
and
privacy.
your
Freedom and
privacy
privacy,
to remain intact. And that's really the main point, I think, with it. So
anyway,
yeah.
guys, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon. We'll be back on Monday. Looking forward to it. Day off on Sundays.
Yeah.
So again, I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah.
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 I need to detox from all
we
this
need a day
insane.
off, but
I need to detox from all this insane news we've been consuming the last week. So Sundays,
but Monday should be a really interesting show.
Yeah.
You know, we did upload a short on YouTube of an announcement that Candace had and that she's going to be revealing on the show Monday. So we're really looking forward to that. And we'll be going over that and anything else that comes up. And yeah, but enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy the rest of the sunshine here. It's very beautiful out. So we're going to enjoy the sun and just relax for the rest of the weekend.
beers in the sun.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Beers in 2 minutes time in the sun. I can't wait.
Yeah. But I hope everybody has a great weekend. Make sure to like and follow the show. Follow us on X or subscribe to the channel, on YouTube. Follow us on X. Leave a comment of your thoughts and opinions on it. And yeah, we'll see you Monday.
See you Monday.